Hey friends, Reverend JP here, and welcome to our first story time together. Each week we'll read from our Spark Story Bible. Some of you might remember this from Sunday school. You may even have it at home. If you don't, parents, good purchase, go for it. Well, each week I'll read you a story from here that is actually the same story we're going to be hearing in worship together. So this week is about Thomas, one of the disciples of Jesus. If you want to read along, it is page 492. Before we begin with the story, let's give you some backstory. You all know the last Sunday was Easter Sunday, and we heard the story of when Jesus came back to life. We heard how Mary actually got to see Jesus in person. Well, this happens the same day, but in the evening. So with that, let us begin with today's story. The disciples were hiding in a house the night Jesus rose from the dead. They were afraid, so bam, they locked all the doors. And yet, Jesus came and stood by them. "Peace be with you," he said. The disciples looked up in surprise. Jesus showed them his hands and his side so that they would know it was him. The disciples were very happy. Again, Jesus said to them, "Peace be with you. God has sent me to you. Now it's your turn to go tell the rest of the world about me." Jesus then breathed on them in a very special way. He said, "With this breath, I will always be in your hearts, even when I am in heaven. You now have the power to do the things I've asked you to do." Thomas was the only disciple not there that night. When he got back, the others excitedly told him about Jesus' visit. All right, here we go. So I'm guessing these are the disciples. And I wonder if Thomas is this guy right here, the angry one with his arms crossed. I wonder why he looks so angry. What do you guys think? Oh, and just so you know, this guy, this caterpillar, is Squiggles, and he'll be in each story. How does he look? What emotion is he showing? Okay, guess we'll find out what's going to happen next. "I don't believe you," Thomas said. "I'll believe when I can touch Jesus' wounds myself." A week later, Thomas and the other disciples were in the same house. Jesus came again and stood with them. "Peace be with you," he said to them. "Thomas," Jesus commanded, "come here. Give me your hands. Put your finger on the wounds in my hand and put your hand by the wound in my side. Do not doubt anymore. It's time for you to believe." Thomas's eyes popped. "My Lord and my God," he exclaimed. Jesus answered him, "You believe because I'm here with you, and you've seen me. Think of those who have not seen me, but believe in me anyway. You should believe even when you cannot see it for yourself." All right, here we go. You can see we got Jesus here, I'm thinking, with the beard. Squiggles looking excited. And then here's Thomas. How do you guys think he's feeling right now? Doesn't look angry anymore. And definitely has those eyes popping, as it said in the story. How do you think he felt seeing Jesus alive again for the first time? All right. Well, friends, that is our story for this week. Thank you for tuning in for Story Time with Reverend JP. As I said, I'll do this each week, so I look forward to doing it again next week. For now, peace be with you.